Hello everybody and welcome to Hamden's Gaming Empire. We will be doing a Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker today. It's a rather entertaining game. I enjoy it. Kind of takes me back to the old days of Neverwinter Nights 2 and Boulder Gate and things like that. Quite a bit of customization. We'll be playing a unique character today. As part of the fun of role-playing is always creating your own people, right? Let's see. Rather than having preset portraits, I kind of wish they would just have a screenshot of your current character. Because most of the time your character doesn't really reflect who's in your portrait. Let's go with this one. What race do I want to be? Which is heavily dependent on what class I want to be. Do I want to be human? Let's see, we get the extra feet, we get the extra skill points. Everyone else just gets extra stats. More intelligence, more dex, a little less con. I'm not really a fan of the smaller races. Let's go with... go with human. I do like an average body type. Every hero's got to have a long flowing mane, right? Let's see what we got here for skin tones. Purple. Let's go with that. It is purple hair. I am a fan of black hair though. I'll go with black hair. Weird. I like that. I like it a lot actually. We are right-handed, so we will go with the right hand. Next. Here's the difficult part. What to be? Cleric. Crusader. See, Crusaders serve as the militant arm of the church, ready to stand guard over the religion's holy places and to be its swift avenging arm against those who resist its truth. Herald Caller, unlike Crusaders or Paladins, who charge headlong into battle in the name of their patron deities, Herald Callers are adept at calling powerful outsiders to aid their brethren in battle. Okay, summoners. Issuing physical armor for protection via the strength of his faith. I cannot say that word. Ecclesiarch focuses on the miracles his deity bestows, the breadth of that deity's dominion. Huh. If I was gonna do that, I'd probably want to be a crusader, to be honest. Druid, Blight Druid, Defender of the True World, Facemaker. What's Facemaker? Okay, this is see, these people, this type of druid is touched by the Fae. This type of druid hunts down Fae. Caretakers of land ravaged by natural disaster. While some are devoted to reforming and reclaiming lands despoiled by the ravages of civilization, others seek out more rapacious violence inherent in nature and feed the creeping rot and decay that brings the end of all things. Okay, well, those are evil. That's evil. Those are evil druids. I kind of want to try a magus. What do I want to be? An Eldritch Scion? A Sword Saint. So let's see, Eldritch Archers. And Eldritch Scion both get the ability to unlock armor while casting spells. Now here's the trick. Do I want to become one of these? Mobility 2, dodge, weapon finesse, combat mobility. The ability of duelists complemented those rogues or bards who wish to accentuate their fighting prowess, but because of their lack of heavy armor, are afraid to leap into combat. Duelists fight on the front lines alongside fighters, barbarians, and other melee combatants, deftly avoiding the blades of their opponents while expertly targeting their vulnerabilities. Kind of feel like that would be a good match for the Aldori Defender, who specializes in dueling sabers. Dueling sword. So he gets all these weapon proficiencies and things here that he can pick, but your special abilities only apply to dueling swords. So it's kind of like, why would we use these? Okay, well, I guess a traditional monk gets monk bonus feats too. Also gets quivering palm, diamond soul, diamond body, abundant step, wholeness of body, purity of body, still mind, key pool. Huh. Okay. These are very specific feats. There's a traditional monk. And gets mostly the same stuff. Go with fighter. Maybe we should just go with a standard fighter. Maybe we'll try to go for the... See, Laura, this is kind of like a cleric thing. Ability to spontaneously cast arcane spells, first level spells. So I need 1 level of sorcerer. Knowledge Arcana and Knowledge Arcana 5 to eventually unlock that. I kind of want to do a Scaled Fist Monk, Dragon Disciple. Here's the thing, I can't actually look at Dragon Disciple to see if they turn into half dragons, because that would be awesome. I'd really like to know that. It's a very difficult decision. So many different things. We'll go with fighter. Let's do Let's see, their speed and goes down. Let's do a normal fighter. Alright, yep. Don't necessarily want to do a two-handed fighter, we'll just do fighter. Eldari defenders are interesting, but they're just mostly dex based. And I kind of want to wear heavy armor. Yeah, let's go with normal fighter. Next. Humans. Let's go with strength. Okay, that gives me 4, which means I can put 1 in all of my class skills. So I think I'll probably skip Lore Nature and go with one of these other ones. Knowledge Arcana, maybe. I might go with Mobility. No, probably won't go. Do I want to take another wisdom? That could be useful. Could be very useful. -3 for con? Okay. Yeah. That'll stick me with 17, but that's fine. Wisdom or intelligence? I can't get another +1 in intelligence. So I could get a +1 with wisdom. I mean, humans are very balanced. That'd be a good balance. I kind of want that extra DC or AC there at the beginning. Because I don't have to wear full plate specifically, so I could go ahead and do this and get the extra +1. It won't let me get the +1. Let's go ahead and do wisdom. That's nice and balanced. We'll get more attributes later. Let's go with athletics. Definitely want persuasion. Knowledge of world is always useful when you're a king. Do I want Lore Nature? Do do I want something else? Like maybe perception. Probably best to maximize my skill usage since I don't have that many. Okay, weapon focus. It's a star knife. Oh, longsword. I'm a big longsword fan. You don't recommend weapon focus for a fighter? That makes no sense. Let's go with improved initiative. It just doesn't recommend more than one. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that made any sense. Improved initiative, endurance, and longsword. Okay.
Defeat is not an option.
We will be
This will hurt!
This is my path.
I shall not falter.
Everyone counts on me.
None shall escape!
My skills exceed yours.
A mere flesh wound. Their life ends here. I have no use for this. Adventures await. I won't give up. Let us be off.
Well, if you wanted to be shown
We
countering.
cannot be defeated. You're done for.
This will hurt. I'll go ahead.
Our time has come. Let us press on. I have no need for this.
Kind of like Pious. Let's see. Let's go with chaotic good. It'd be nice if it told me what gear I started with. It'd be awesome. Complete.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Hey, Romer, how's it going, man?
User joined your channel.
What's up, Romer? Hey. How's it going, Romer?
Where are they? This is taking forever. It
Not
didn't even
too
say what
bad.
this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
So what's got you doing today?
I'm doing absolutely nothing.
Nothing. That's fabulous.
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
I don't like the purple gnome. He's annoying.
All right,
have no
you
idea
purple
what you're even
toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
This is Pathfinder Kingmaker. Are you familiar with like D&D and Pathfinder and things like that?
Familiar with
Hush!
D&D.
Quiet! They're coming.
Pathfinder is similar to D&D. Similar rules and all that. A little bit different monsters and way of doing things, but it's essentially it's medieval styled role playing game. Different races, different classes. You build your character and you go on adventures.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, we have been summoned to the palace of the Aldori Sword Lords. They want us to do something.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
I think it's hilarious. She calls herself a sword lord.
Oh, my brother wants me to look at something.
Okay.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around or whatever it is you do.
I'm back.
I don't like Tartucci. I don't like him. He's a jerk. He's rude.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise.
Welcome back, Roman.
But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes. Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
Oh, they want to have me basically use us as an adventuring party to go out and tame the stolen lands and create a barony. I guess it's mostly a lawless area. People have tried to claim it, no one's really been able to. So they want us to stabilize it, and in return, they will legitimize our claim to the throne of the area.
In essence, make you a baron.
Yes. Yeah, they're gonna make us a baron. From what I understand, that's just like the first part. You should be able to like expand and take other territories around that, and like you actually build a kingdom.
So from baron to king. Interesting.
I think so.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader.
Yeah, you're
When
making
I
me
first
want
saw
to go
you,
play
I couldn't
Kingdom
help but
Come
think,
Deliverance.
now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
She wants to write a book about me. Kingdom Deliverance is a good game. It's a shame it's not multiplayer.
I understand why it's not. It's story, completely story based.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame this one's not multiplayer. It'd be awesome to have a party of friends.
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain.
Well, explain then.
You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their
that was
cousin,
my
and
next
so
question
on,
to you,
adding a
this
new batch of
multiplayer.
lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
It doesn't appear so. But I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I believe this game was actually created by a small independent group. At the very beginning, there's a note thanking all their backers and like financial donators and things like that. So I was kind of like, oh, that's rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, I could
I wish
be
my
that
brother.
bar.
I guess my brother's
I just
downloading
needed
a
to find a
game, and
suitable
you know what that
hero
does
and
to my
volunteer to
internet.
follow along on
Horrible.
their
So I
glorious
keep
adventure.
pausing. I'm like,
A great plan, huh?
I'm probably 3
And here we
minutes
are,
behind
with a
in your
heroic
stream.
journey lying before us. Who's
It's
going
too
to be the
bad.
hero? Some
And it
dwarf
keeps
who keeps
buffering, so
muttering
I'm gonna
about
get
how we'll
further and
all
further
die?
behind.
Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Well, from what I'm seeing so far, it looks
Deal.
pretty well made for an independent group.
It does look very well made. I mean, and it may not be completely independent. It just might be a smaller
All
studio.
right.
I'm not
going to my room to write about tonight.
familiar with
See you
their
in the
name
morning.
though. I think it was Owlcat Studios or something like that.
I'm not familiar either. Alright, this has become unwatchable.
I
I'm gonna bail out.
apologize.
Oh, it's not your fault, it's mine. My brother downloaded something, and you know how my internet is.
Mm-hmm.
Be right back.
You're a dick. Let's see, what kind of basic equip did they give me? Okay, yeah. I don't really need you right now. Alright, let's see, what they give me? They gave me a longsword, good. They gave me a heavy shield, I like it. What is this? Scale mail, awesome. I have a... Oh, I do have a longbow, don't I? That's awesome. Alright, well, let's rock on then.
Help! Help!
What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers, or we'll all be cut down one by one.
As if to lend credence to Lindsay's words, a scream echoes from the hallway. I like how she runs out into the hallway as someone else runs in. You're not going anywhere.
Stand with me. We shall overcome.
I beg to differ, sir. I believe I am going somewhere.
These magics should be used in other ways. These magics should be used in other ways.
I'm not trying to use charge. I'm trying to click on the guy. Go grab the goodies over here. Oh, it's fireplace. Let's see, we have an old map of Avison. Oh, okay. We got 14 gold coins and a book. Take all that. They've got someone we have to help. Look, they're running. Get them! What should we do with this one? Finish him
We
later.
will prevail.
How that works. Oh yeah.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now. I'm safe, sound, and unscathed, ready to lead Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the Stolen Lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
I don't trust him. Don't trust him. Not even a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and collect it. Definitely not gonna put it on. It's worth 25 gold pieces. What says that? But no, screw it. I don't trust you, you little twerp. Alright, this way. Nope, not that way. We gotta check here first. We must be thorough with our looting. That's it for that room. Now we can go right.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay, charge that guy. You. A magic missile. Him. You. Just use
Serves
your
you
bow.
right.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Romer.
You know, I get up to use the bathroom and get 4 phone calls while I'm trying to go to the bathroom.
That'll happen.
Huh?
So that'll happen. It's almost like they know.
Yeah.
Oh hey, Tarchich, you actually hit something with this acid. That's pleasant.
Just letting the ink dry.
You should use that because it's better for you. Okay. No. Let's get everybody.
Forwards.
I love how people keep gold in the bookcase.
Without a doubt. I will guide us.
A little bit of food, a little bit of supplies. Gold ring.
Blood for Gorum! It's the end for you rats!
I like her, she's funny.
They dare to attack me? Oh.
I missed.
We're writing you out of our story.
Okay, they exploded.
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
The barbarian's face is distorted with rage. She grinds her teeth, and sweat drips down her forehead. Noticing Tartuccio, she swings her sword, but stops it just in time.
Blood for Gorum!
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
Without a doubt.
Sharper weapons will spare your lives. So generous. I'm afraid I can't offer the same courtesy. Huh. Frost Giant Mage. That's unfortunate. Let's take those. You weren't really using it anymore, were you? That sucks. Let's go this way. I don't know, is that a suit of armor or is that a guard? Because if that's a guard, why is he just standing there? Dexterity. Oh, that might suck.
Applause, please.
Okay.
I will not falter. These magics should be used in other ways.
It should be used
These
in
magics should be used in other
Stand
ways.
with me.
You deserved it.
What was that? Oh, that's Joel. Okay, go ahead and do that. You do that.
Together we stand. I shall not falter.
Tartuccio, you suck. Or maybe he didn't move. Maybe that's why he keeps missing, because he's trying to use his stuff from out of range. Huh. You would think he would move into range before launching a spell, but hey, who knows?
Anything else?
Banded mail. I'll take a look at that, see if it's better than what we're using. That's a breastplate. Our shell.
What have we here? This chest is full of gold. I guess it's for the guards' salaries, all things considered. Well, those freeloaders don't seem to have been working too hard for it. Maybe we should pocket it instead.
What? No, we're heroes, not thieves.
Who said we were stealing it? We'll just take the gold for safety so the assassins don't get it. And then we can heroically return it to Jamandi when this is all over. How would she know it was us and not the assassins? Unless someone planned on telling her.
The gnome throws a sideways glance at Lindsay.
Don't drag me into this. You do what you want, but I'm not taking a single coin.
I am tempted
Forwards.
to take the gold, but that's just, you know, me being a player. Personally, I don't think my character would definitely not steal gold from my patron.
We march ahead.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jathal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Without a doubt.
Look here.
Applause, please.
Something out there.
It's just not my lucky day.
Try again.
Applause, please. I see something. Anything else?
Chain mail. What's a faux shard? Oh, I wonder if it's like a false. Oh, I need to check to see if any of that armor was better for me. 5 and 3. What do I have? I have a 1 dex bonus. So this is a 6 and 3. That's definitely just straight up better. This is a 7 and 1. That would be the best. Wow, that's cool looking. Just want to see how that looks. That's neat. Yeah, scale mail and abandoned mail look the same. Visually, anyway. Okay. You have chainmail, you're good enough. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jumanji's cache has to be here somewhere. Well, hurry it up, or stop, someone's
Can you
coming!
make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Kill him.
I don't tolerate
Our
fools.
time has come.
I've run through this portion a couple of times. So there's a puzzle you gotta do in here.
I always have a second plan.
Alright. You'll notice these statues here, they have their little hand markers. When you touch them, they just kind of do this. That's really all they do. But what you will find out when you go into the next room is that there's another series of statues in here. And if you can make the swords all go the same direction, they open up a little bit of a treat. Okay, that one just does both of those. This one does all three. What do you do? You do that one and that one. What do? You do these two. Okay, yeah, and that one. Okay.
My patience is running thin.
Oh, wrong one. You. Okay. Nope.
I will
Stay
see
here.
this through.
Oh, dang it.
Enlighten me.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Okay. Okay. This one I think affects all three. Well, it does affect three, just not the right three. That's unfortunate.
Let us not hesitate.
Okay.
Anything is possible. Down. Okay. How do I get this one down? Not you.
Time's wasting.
Okay.
And Lindsay was called forth.
I stand ready.
Okay.
Just letting the ink dry. Adventures call to them.
Nope, not you.
I will not falter.
Not what I meant to do. You. Now, all those are down. I need to get that down.
Lindsay the Magnificent? Lindsay the Illustrious?
Our time has come.
Something more simple, like Lindsay the Great. Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
What do you do? You just swap those two. That's all you do. You just move that one. Oh, okay. Here we go. There we go. Ha ha! Okay. Now here's a little something that I did not know at first. Let's see, got that one. Got that one.
Together we stand.
Ah, well. Okay. Not you, dang it.
I wrote it like I saw it.
If you can get, that's when they all point up, they unlock this one. If you can actually get them all to point down, you'll unlock another door right here. There's actually 2 rooms. How do I get you switched around? Okay.
I deserve better.
Okay, so I just gotta worry about this one. How do you get this one back down?
And Lindsay was called forth. What troubles you? Anything is possible.
I know people that are better at puzzles could probably figure this out a lot faster, but
I don't tolerate fools.
up, up, up. So I need to get them all the way down.
Just letting the ink dry.
I think I've
Adventures
got it.
call to them.
Nope, because they're backwards. So how do I get that one down?
I always did what was right, therefore I became righteous. Does it mean whatever I do now becomes
I wrote
right
it like I saw
because
it.
I am righteous?
This one's backwards. Okay. Okay, now those are down. And that changes both of those. See, this one is now up. Which means I need to do something else first. Okay.
Let us not hesitate.
And Lindsay was called forth.
My patience is running thin.
Anything is possible.
I've got to figure out how to get that and that facing the same direction. Not you. Okay.
Enlighten me.
There you go. Now they're facing the same direction. Now I need to figure out how to get this and this facing the same direction.
What troubles you?
Okay. That and that are now facing the same direction.
I always have a second plan.
I stand ready.
Ah, dang it. How are they not going the same direction anymore? Okay. There we go. Now this one and this one need to go the same.
Just letting the ink dry.
There we go. No. Let me get this one first.
I deserve better.
Adventures call to them.
How are you? Right, because that's reversed. Okay. Okay, I'm done fiddling with that. It's not really that important. There's not that much loot in there. I've done it before, but puzzles.
I will guide us. We will prevail.
Nice. Okay, we just casually stroll up to him and hit him with a sword. Help the wounded dwarf. Okay. Can you get over?
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
A dwarf is lying on the ground, staring into the dark sky. He doesn't seem to have any severe wounds, but his trembling whisper is weak, as though he were at death's door.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right. It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god, not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service. Grotus awaits us.
Strange cleric. Servant of a dark god. What's up with the green fireflies?
Our path leads on.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere. Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi. Keston, House Gares, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do. Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
May Abadar keep you safe.
And so our adventure started. Earlier and much more tragic than we expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls led by Emden, and not at all by that scoundrel Tartusio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her, we'd have to march through fire, literally. As we approached the burning building, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs, and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Emden led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartusio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we'd heard someone calling for us. It was Valeri, one of the guards I'd chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty, but now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are two more," she shouted as she passed by us. "They are wounded. Help me pull them out." Tartusio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Emden rushed to save the guards from the fire. Failed at athletics check. That sucks. That was a poor roll. Saving the poor fellows was harder than it had seemed. We inhaled a lot of smoke and burned ourselves more than once before managing to pull them away from the fire. Only then did Valeri pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. "Thank you. That was truly noble of you," she said. "And now let us rush to Lady Aldori's aid." Ensuring the guards we'd rescued were relatively safe, we had made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. Not sure where I left those, but I must have missed a room or something somewhere. I will leave that ring there, 'cause forget that little dude. Leave. Okay, well.
Our time has come.
You cannot stand against me.
We
You're
shall
gonna go
overcome.
there. You
Repent.
go there. Less. Bane. True strike. Counter positive energy. Counter positive energy damage undead. Touch of chaos. Let's just have you do that for a moment. Now you are my other fighter.
Let us strike as one.
You are also a fighter.
Learn how to use it first. Learn how to use it first.
Okay, bite me.
Unworthy.
Attack him.
Leave this one to me.
Belt lantern. Potion of Shield of Faith. Okay, it's interesting.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Hirovetti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring. Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in his pocket. Search him and I'm sure...
And that's why I dropped the ring.
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here. We won't be searching anyone. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I bet my life despises anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
I like Amiri.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
There we go.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
That's a poor decision. You're a stupid dwarf anyway.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams.
Like
To avoid
my
unnecessary
brother
conflict
went
on the
outside.
road, you'll each take a different
wanna know how I
route to the
know?
Stolen Lands.
You're able to watch the
Tartuccio's
stream
team
now?
will go through Navacta's crossing. The
I
garrison
haven't
commandant will provide him all the help he needs.
No, I was saying I think he went
You
outside
will take
because
your
my-
team to
because the
Oleg
husky
Levitin's
upstairs is
trading
making
post.
loud noises.
He's been complaining
He
about the
does that
Stag
whenever
Lord's
he
bandits for a
doesn't take
while
them
now.
with him.
There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
I can check and see if I can watch the stream now.
A signed scroll of raised dead. So I get a raised dead scroll. Oh, that's nice.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution.
Of course.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that,
Doesn't look like
any
I can.
feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Started buffering as soon as I get in, and it played for 3 seconds and started buffering again.
Well, you were like, you want to know how I can tell my brother's gone? I was like, the only thing maybe your internet got better? I don't know.
No, I just hear a husky up there making loud, angry
And
noises.
now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Indeed. First step on the road to glory.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
Right. So let's see. Let's go. Where are we going? Where's the thing they want me to go to? It's supposed to be a trading post. Maybe I just click spacebar? Oh, okay, the arrow. I remember the arrow. Ha ha ha. I guess I can't go that way, so we'll go this way. Random encounter. There's someone on the road. Get ready.
To victory!
Lol.
Tear them apart!
Serves you right.
These magics should be used in other ways.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Skin them. Ah, we got 2 skins. Alright. You want to rest? Okay. I guess we can do that. Thylacine felt. Cannot travel my inventory away to shoot great. Huh? Oh, I'm overburdened. It's out of pain in my butt. These padded leathers aren't really worth anything. Okay.
Forwards.
Didn't realize those skins weighed so much. They're 10 pounds each. That's 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that made up for those. That's. Is that noise from outside? No, I can't collect them all. How do we rest? Oh, here we go. So I'm hunting. She's camouflaging. Oh, manage. Here we go. I'm feeling she would be a better hunter. Lol. Okay.
We should gather our strength.
Ah, why does she keep spoiling the food?
Forwards.
Bandit. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority of the Stolen Lands, we demand this week's taxes and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit, Oleg. We're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything, and you're here just because you put up that painted rag of yours. You come here, squeeze us dry, and come back. Okay, I guess he. Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be guests from Rostov. From Rostov. Isn't it obvious these thugs are robbing us honest settlers? They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord, but I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Rostov. But Rostov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. My task is to clear this land of bandits. I'll start right now.
To victory!
Serves you right.
Yes.
Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. Svetlana Levton. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly. If, with a hint of sorrow, Oleg mumbles something as he looks away embarrassed. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. The man running out, that must have been Boken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people who came here from Rostov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. What does any of this matter when those bandits come back? They'll either drain us dry or just kill us. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? they want. The bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come, sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago, if not for Svetlana. Oh, fuck it. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate the good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Levtin is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you properly. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are some pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire. We could put the alchemist fire by the gate. When the bandits come through, we set it off. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if you cover the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I was a pretty good shot with a bow back in my day. I'm gonna look around and look for the best spot for tar and traps.
I will not falter.
There's your traps. Put the traps down.
Without a doubt.
A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained and tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Boken, local herbalist. What brings you here? Zoom in a little bit. Okay, he's an old man. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm an herbalist. I make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest. I live off the land. Since leaving Rostov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and occasionally a barrel of honey. They're good people. Could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight. Here, take this potion. Consider that my help for the fight. Boken scratches his head and then humps himself and puffs his chest out. Well, alright. I'll show those troublemakers. They'll learn better than to chase an old man around. Someone might even write up some verses about me. Maybe even heroic ones. Please be careful. Go ahead and help, but leave the heroics to us. Little corgi. The old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. What is that? That's a long sword. It's a heavy crossbow. A couple of bucklers. Okay. Now let's go trade and get rid of some of this weight. Oh, looks like we also need to level up. is this? This composite bow. We'll keep that. Full shard. I do not have that. Tower shield's not really my thing. Read the books later. Is there anything here? Oh yeah, Masterwork Dueling Sword. That's handy. Masterwork Earthbreaker. Do you have a Masterwork Longsword? Haha. Weird, I wonder if that was glitched.
Don't hesitate.
levels out.
I will see this through.
Let's level up. Bonus feet.
Here.
What you want?
What troubles you?
She gonna be my skill monkey. So I've already got people working on lower religion, nature, and perception. Oh wow, every single skill is an in-class skill for her. Well, that's useful. I'm working on precision, so I don't need her to use her as magic device. Perception. Tempted to have her go religion because she gets the boost to everything. Tended to put at least 1 point in everything. Go ahead and give her stealth because she's a halfling there. Okay, level 2 party.
We will prevail!
You deserved it.
We shall overcome. Attack!
Teach them what's for. Oh, I forgot to equip my masterwork longsword. Ah. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. And our Boken here taught them a thing or two as well. And now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were mere common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. 100 gold coins. Let's go get some rest then.
It's just not my lucky day. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it, you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window, and you find that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, and her large blue eyes burn with her pale face. Within her pale face, her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph.
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself, the bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area, a defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish. Beauty is so tender. It can so easily be crushed under the blows of cruel fate. But you can save it from being undone. Aid, salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk. Yes, it hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him. This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
Deal.
I don't believe in fate, stranger, but our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
Valerie is lightly encumbered. Everybody's lightly encumbered. I guess I do have a few bits on me. I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. A joyful place. What is life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves, bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been home for the likes of them. But that was before Iravetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Do you know of King Iravetti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started to pulling off such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads with him in charge. Gold flooded into Pitax, and also his incredibly unimaginably, fantastically decent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Iravetti's style. Oh no, he aims higher. Dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden codpiece and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. Really? Lindsay, you're into that sort of thing? He also likes singing. And he orders his guards to make the citizens gather for his shows. May Shaylin have mercy on his listeners. Wow. It was a gift from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued with the powers of Shaylin, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. Just don't leave without me, of course. I could just write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. Well, anyway, a new day, new troubles. Have you seen the fog? Never seen anything like it before. The road to Restov looks like someone spilled milk and it's just hung in the air. I couldn't see anything through that soup, not even with a torch. Feels like witchcraft to me. I bet the Stag Lord's involved somehow. Rumors say he deals with all kinds of bad magic. Magical armor? Heavy shield +1. Wow, expensive. Wow, justifiably, magic weapons are very expensive. Masterwork short sword. Very expensive. Okay. So we'll just take what he's offering and leave it at that. We're gonna talk, and maybe I just what you say. Alright, spill it. I'm listening. It's a formidable sword, but it's not just a simple weapon, is it? You bet it's not simple. Check out how big it is. She proudly raises the blade. You notice that even although Emiri is extremely strong, she still has difficulty wielding such a large sword. This sword belonged to a real blasted frost giant. I killed the beast and took this looker for myself. Fits me perfect. My damn trophy. Mary's eyes flash with menace as if she's challenging some invisible enemy to try and take away her trophy. Tell me about yourself. First, I'm a barbarian. I'm strong. I grew up in the realm of the Mammoth Lords. I left my tribe, the Six Bears. Mary looks thoughtfully at her 4 bent fingers and shrugs. And I like fights. She concludes, bending her thumb. Quite a good fighter. Quite good, huh? Compared to who? If I was a crappy male, I'd fight better? Is that what you say? She glares at you, her eyes narrow. Or you say, I could be better, like, go get some training, Amiri, right? No. You're good. You are very good in a fight. You're an excellent warrior. I've just given you a compliment, that's all. For several seconds, Amiri continues to glare at your face with suspicion, then all of a sudden, she mellows. True, I fight good. That's what I do best. Talk about something else. We'll speak again later because I want to get on with the show.
I will guide us.
Oh, look at that. Let's check out the journal here. Stolen Land. Okay. Let's go with that. Errands. Bitter rival. Meet with Tartusio in the Stolen Lands. We must meet Tartusio and slay him. Okay. Item received. Alchemist Fire times 6. And he needs moon radishes. Did I actually pick that up? No, I didn't, because I didn't say sure. Okay.
Let us not hesitate.
Pity. Okay. I should go. Alright. Yeah, I guess I did pick it up.
Our path leads on.
Moon radishes for Boken. Lol. It's gonna make me loot it. Okay. Looks good. So that's Fangberry Cave. That's a road. Oh, there's Thornford. Let's go down this way. Someone on the road. Excuse Excuse me. Okay. Who have I met here? A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks at you, his eyes widen and he tugs at his beard. Remus. Strange weather. Invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about seemingly at random. Amiri, I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. Who are you? The old man is Remus, but that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look, and no one else can. I should probably go. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. Do you mean Tartuccio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old, but forever young. That which was taken from another, that which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He's in an old tomb, south of the trading post. Thank you. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, binded with the claimer shall it be. Binded, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Huh. Okay, well that's very mysterious old man on the road, and it's not creepy at all. Is that a jerboa jumping around over there? Do you want to enter this location of Fangberry Cave? Yeah, let's go in. Creepy fog.
Let us strike as one!
Blood for Gorum!
Promoting you out of our story.
We shall overcome!
Tear them apart!
fresh meat.
To victory!
They go down!
And Lindsay was called forth.
Done with waiting.
My dexterity, I took dex damage from the poison. That was unfortunate.
I stand ready.
Here, what you want?
To give you some potions, 'cause apparently I don't have any.
Forwards.
Okay. That's a swarm.
Our time has come.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Attack!
Do not falter!
Serves you right. You deserved it.
Can you...
Strike as one! I shall not
Keep
falter.
this up much longer.
Forgive me for this failure.
Yes.
Forgive me for this failure.
Bring it!
Forgive me for this failure.
What's going on here? Come on, fight the swarm. Use the torch.
Forgive me for this failure. Forgive me for this
A
failure.
miserable
What's going on
last
here?
chapter.
This won't. I'll
Why aren't you using
survive.
the torch?
I always survive.
Hold last save. That's stupid. So how do I fight the swarm if the torch doesn't work? Is that a cobalt? It is a cobalt. That's a giant spider. I don't like giant spiders. Okay, now let's Oh, Alchemist Fire. I bet Alchemist Fire would be a really good idea. Forgot that I had Alchemist Fire.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
I shall not falter. Hold on, just a little more. Forgive me for this failure. Forgive me for this failure.
This won't
Forgive me
kill
for
me.
this failure.
I'll
Forgive me for
survive.
this failure.
I
Wow,
always
really?
survive.
Fuck swarms, dude.
Let us strike as one! Do not falter! Onwards! I can't keep this up much longer.